Hello everybody and welcome to your reading. So before I get into my intro and my phone screen locks up, I don't have to enter my password again, I want to tell you about the song that I channeled, and it's called If Lovin' You Was Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. And that's actually a great title even for a video, especially a love video, but we'll see what comes out. But it's by Ingram, and I've been getting so many downloads, and some of you out there are picking up on the downloads, and you're actually picking up on other songs I've downloaded. It's like I feel like we're all getting in sync. You know, these downloads are coming from the ethers, you know, from the divine. I do not get, you know, I don't sit here and go through a playlist and say, oh, that'd be a good song for the channel, that'd be a good song. I don't do any of that. Matter of fact, a lot of the music I listen to is a language I don't even understand, and I do this primarily because I attach so much emotion and memories to music, especially if I'm going through something in life and whatever music is out trending, then I sort of attach those memories and emotions to what's going on. So when it comes to stuff from my past, I don't like to listen to the music so much from the past because I've dealt with a lot of things in my life, but I just don't want to have to go back and be in that energy. But it's interesting because a lot of songs that I channel, then, you know, I have to do that a little bit. So for anyone interested in how I channel my songs, usually I'm in the shower or I'm sitting alone having a cup of coffee or tea, you know, and I'm alone, and then it comes, or I'll wake up and it's literally playing in my head as I wake up. So I've been getting a ton of songs lately, and I obviously can't keep up with all the songs. I can't do, like, sometimes I'm getting 4 or 5, you know, or sometimes just one, or sometimes there'll be a day I don't get anything until right before I turn the camera on. And so I said this morning, Spirit says, write it on a piece of paper, put it in like a raffle, and just, you know, pray and meditate on it and pull out, you know, a thing. And so that's what I got for this. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, because my life is so busy right now, guys. I can't do personals, and I can't do 4 or 5 videos a day. If I could, I would literally be working on my other channel, Colenetarot, for all the signs. But as you guys know, I've been packing and putting things in the bins, getting rid of stuff I don't need. I've lived in this place for over 10 years, so you know how you just get stuff, and I'm just kind of clearing out and stuff like that. But anyways, to move on with things, this song reminded me of the movie Coming to America, 1988, Eddie Murphy. It's a comedy. I'm going to share the links to the lyrics to the song in the description box below. I'm also going to share a clip from the movie Coming to America, because when I think of that phrase, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right, I just think of Eddie Murphy in that movie where he's playing a preacher. He played like 4 or 5 different parts in that movie. He played so many different roles. And it's just funny how life comes to full circle, because I went to a drive-in theater to see that movie when it first came out. I went with my boyfriend. We made out in the backseat of his car. I was a teenager. And, you know, it's funny because many years later, I became the general manager of that swap shop theater, not even thinking of it. So, you know, it's a small world. It makes you realize, just think about things you do before you do them, because you might be revisiting that place later on in life. But it brought me back good memories. So I feel it's going to be a good reading. Maybe some of you are reflecting. I don't know. You know, what if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Whatever that means to you. But before I get into your reading, I want to be the first to tell you that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you, and the divine values you, and thank you for being here with me. If nothing else, maybe this reading is saying, you know, watch more comedy, have more laughter, because the song made me laugh. I had to go look up the skit. I hadn't watched that movie in years. So it's just really funny, and it brought back good memories and stuff like that. So I want to say a prayer that our hearts can be lifted, kind of like I feel lifted just by that little bit. You know, I was kind of lethargic or whatever, and then I got into that energy and I feel really good. So I just want to pray that we can find an avenue to lift our spirits, whether it's comedy or just doing something you love to do. So let's say that real quick. Our Father in heaven, please be with us today. Protect us. Keep us in high spirits. Help guide us to the things that uplift our mood and uplift our vibration and our frequency so that we can ascend to you closer and closer every day. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So this is what I was guided to pull, different oracles. I don't know what's going to come out. When it comes to these oracle cards, when it comes to these cards in general, just, take it with a grain of salt. Don't attach your future to it unless it's a really good reading and you want to. But other than that, the negative stuff, never attach yourself to anything negative. If it happens, maybe then you'll know how to navigate it. But never claim anything negative from a tarot reading. Never. Never claim that story. If it's going to happen negative, it's going to happen, but don't claim it. Just, if it happens like that, it does. Or if you already went through it, that's fine. So I just wanted to get that out there. And we're going to open with love oracles. I got 2 of them, and I have the Twisted Oracle, which has a little bit of everything. And then I have another one, has a lot about everyday life. It's actually a Twin Flame Oracle deck, but it has so much about everyday life that everyone goes through. So I like to use it for different things. And then I have Wisdom of the Oracle as well. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Let's see what wants to come out. You can reverse the roles if you're dealing with an Aquarius. You can just identify as yin and yang. You don't have to identify with gender or any of that stuff because we all have a little bit of everything in our chart. Our moon sign is our emotions. Our sun sign is what we ascend to be. So most of us, okay, by the time we're 30, definitely by 40, we've ascended to what our sun sign is. Our rising sign has a lot to do with our physical body, our appearance, how people perceive us, and where our physical body is going. So, those signs are important. So first off, we have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So that's true. Someone who just says yes to you, yes, 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 the yes person, they're really not engaging with you, right? Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. This very moment, you are healed with that person. All is forgiven. And wow, look, as I pick this up, forgiveness. Stop focusing energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And that's why I said, don't hold on to the negative stuff of tarot. Keep the positive stuff. If negative things are going to happen in your life, trust me, it's going to happen. You don't need tarot, and but you don't want to create it. We all go through stuff in life that we can't avoid. So keep the good, throw away the bad. When the bad happens, you just handle it then. Let's pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then I'll use the Romance Angels. What does Aquarius need to see right now? What does Aquarius need to see? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. And in the skit part of the movie that I share, it's like Eddie Murphy, he's the preacher preaching, but he's also the person that is watching this girl that he fell in love with. He was a king and he had all this wealth, and he fell in love with this poor person. But for him, she was just regal. She was it. But because of the cultural differences, the parents didn't agree. And so there might be a little bit of that going on in this reading for me to also channel that song and to put that part of the movie in there. Someone might be watching you. Maybe you guys are on different social scales, different statuses, whatever reason, different backgrounds. Maybe parents don't approve, or maybe it has nothing to do with that at all. Maybe it's just you guys come from different worlds, and this person could be loving you from afar, or you could be loving someone else from a distance, and maybe there is a third party in the mix. She was with this guy he was just in love with himself. So she was in love with the guy who was in love with himself, didn't love her back, and then Eddie Murphy was loving her, wanted to be with her, and he knew this guy was a creep. So that might apply somewhere. We have exchanging gifts, and that can be, literally exchanging numbers, exchanging text. It can be anything. It can be anything here. So what here wants to come out from the Romance Angels. And like I've said, if my readings are too long, you can speed them up in the settings. You can speed up or slow down. You can do both. What does Aquarius need to see for this reading? And as I say, that religious factors, that is about cultural differences and backgrounds, beliefs. Your love life is being affected by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. So there's that. There's that. Let's get into the oracle here. I got karma and coping that wanted to pop out there. What do I need to see for Aquarius for this reading? If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. What do I need to see here? Maybe you and another person have tried to move on from each other, and it's just, you know, the love is too strong. However it affects, however you relate to it, if you relate to it at all. What do I need to see here for Aquarius, please? You don't want to talk. Okay. What's going on? All right. Bad choices, partying, drugs, unhealthy, promiscuous, toxic lifestyles. So I can understand somebody might be wanting to. And that was kind of interesting in the movie skit part of it too. She was like a good girl, and she used to help her family and run the business or the family business. And the guy that she fell in love with was in love with himself and just thinking of himself. He was toxic just because he was self-loving so much. Like he was sort of narcissistic. And I did see medicating. I also see trap here. I see not happy. So if somebody was partying for whatever reason, could have even been someone just, yeah, reckless. We got reckless sex here. You know, maybe someone didn't want to fall in love. You know, maybe someone didn't want to come to grips with their emotions or how they really feel, and they just sort of try to move away from that, and they just can't. Even in a toxic situation, maybe they can't. I don't know. Bad news. Bad news. So I did see trap wanting to come out. We do have round and round. It's on the bottom. And I feel like, you know, I'm going to keep that because I feel like what I had said about me revisiting the past with that movie, and how you got to be careful how you make choices in your life, because those choices can come back. Sort of like, I never thought I'd work at that place, you know. I never thought I would. All right, let's see what wants to come out from this twin flame deck, then we'll get into your tarot part of the reading. What do I need to see here for Aquarius? What do I need to see here for Aquarius? Refocus. Refocus. Maybe you've refocused, or you're about to. Maybe someone is refocusing and shifting their direction to you. We have devotion on the bottom. Anything else? Numbing. Okay, so somebody in this connection might be trying to numb themselves. All right. Maybe they get some bad news. Maybe there's some bad news. You find out that the person that you're in love with or thinking about is, you know, toxic in a way of putting stuff in their body that is toxic for them in order for them to numb. And it's just easy to say alcohol, but of course it could be anything. We have big dreams though, and we do have commitment, and we have the observer. So this for me, this whale, the whale is always divine masculine energy for me. Let's see what wants to come out here in the tarot. I'm going to clarify with, I'm going to use for the main deck the Golden Girls because it's very clear images, and I'm going to clarify with the Mermaids deck. So the tarot part of the reading is now beginning. What do I need to see for Aquarius? What do I need to see for Aquarius? You know, round and round cycles, it always makes me think of people who re-enter spiritual lessons, re-enter lifetimes, you know, live multiple lifetimes together to help each other to learn lessons in life. That always makes me think of that. But when it talks about triggers and lessons, it can also be talking about round and round, you know, like treatment. If someone tries to continually quit something and then they get off the wagon, or they continually do bad cycles, repeat bad cycles, okay? In the physical sense of round and round, it would be somebody who continually repeats cycles in life that lessons haven't been learned. But in the physical, in the spiritual realm, you know, it would be like someone that you're continually have different rounds of lifetimes with to learn spiritual lessons. It's both the same meaning, but one is physical, one is spiritual. All right, so we do have something about a new beginning, a fresh start. So I won't put that here. It's from the bottom of the deck. Fresh start wants to come out. All right. Chariot, we have, you know, remember the card Reckless Sex wanted to come out. This would be not being reckless anymore. Chariot in reverse is reckless, not on your spiritual path. Lost your path, lost your way, okay? Or if it could literally be talking about a card, but most of my readings are spiritual, so I go like that. But this is Chariot. This is Yang and Yin, and it's usually the Emperor, the one in control, driving the car here. So something, it's Cancer energy as well. Cancer, you know, we think about emotions, we think about our feelings, the moon and stuff like that. So it's somebody's emotions drive them to get on path, drive them to do the right thing, encourage them. And it happens really quick, and it's also the universe. So I like seeing that because that's positive. It's going in a positive direction right off the bat, and it's a new start. But I heard fresh start, so it's a fresh start here. And there's some clarity. There's some clarity. So I don't know if someone has a sobering moment and they can see things clearly, or I just don't know if it has to do with the way the stars are aligned, because I've been getting a lot about the mothership. One of you out here who watched me sent me, because I'm bad with names, but I'm great with faces. So you sent me a link about the mothership, and I listened to it. And then today, a song with words came up, and they were talking about the mothership. So there's something about the mothership, Mother Earth, but I think it's about downloads. I think we're all getting downloads, and especially I think we're going to get a lot of them now. I think there's going to be a lot of clarity for a lot of us. I don't care where you're at in life. I think we're all about to receive some sort of clarity. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there might be some clarity about someone might realize they were toxic in the way of being inconsistent, okay? I know that I didn't show up for people in my life because I was using drugs, just to give it a simple thing. You know, I was using drugs. I heard also the word dope, whatever dope is. I think dope is like all of it, right? Drugs are an old word for drugs. People might be drinking. They might realize either way, somebody is realizing the truth in some sort of inconsistency. And I feel that someone straightens up, gets off the reckless path here. Then we have Five of Wands reverse. With the Knight of Wands reverse, I think someone realizes, like, this would be a person, let's say they would drink and sleep with people, or they would do drugs and sleep with people, or they would just, they were addicted to sleeping with people in general, or couldn't settle down, or they were inconsistent, or they let their family down, because this Five of Wands, I mean, families can be hectic and chaotic, but it could be someone in the reverse who just like sort of walked away even from the family and just is like, you know, I can't deal with it. And I just went over here and I started doing these things. And the Seven of Swords in the reverse. But I think somebody's realizing that they've been a self-sabotager, quite honestly. And I feel that someone's realizing that they were a self-sabotager because they were making bad choices, period. And it might not be, it might be bad news for you. They might be telling you this, but this could also be, it could be you yourself, but it could also be this person saying it to themselves, you know, whoever this is. we all have moments in our life where we have our wake up moments. So like I said, it can be for you, Aquarius. It could be for someone watching. It could be for someone who's in your energy field. But we all have those moments. For me, it was like the dark night of the soul. Like, I was never an alcoholic. I was a social drinker. I was one of those people, I would drink for the holidays, you know? But then I had a wake up moment one day where I'm like, why am I drinking to have fun? You know, why am I drinking for the holidays? Why am I drinking to be social? Why am I drinking to spend time with my family? These are times I shouldn't need to drink. And I know somebody out there saying, no, 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 you don't know my family. I got to drink to be with my family. Ha ha ha, that's funny. I hear that. But I had that moment where I'm like, I can't, if I'm drinking, even if it's for the holidays, I don't remember the memories too much, you know? And why would I want to not remember these beautiful, precious memories with my family because I was drinking or something like that? So, I mean, other than caffeine, I've quit a lot of the bad stuff. There's a few foods, preservative things I need to completely wipe out of my diet, but I've cleaned my act up a lot. And this is like this moment. It's like a moment of clarity or truth for somebody where they're like, I got to straighten my life up. I'm making all these bad decisions, you know? I might even end up with an STD or something. I need to refocus. So that's somebody's energy here. Like, I need to refocus. I need to get my life back on track. I like it for whoever it's for because it's sort of like having a sober moment, you know, and the Fool. It's about cleaning up. This person, she looks all cleaned up. Almost like if she's leaving, you know how they have those facility places where you go, they have them, even people who have money, in Malibu, they have those places where you go clean up. It's like a whole facility. It's a center. It's like a vacation, you know, but it's where you get well and sober. And I know they live in Miami, so this deck is going to have a lot of that ocean themed stuff, but and that might relate to someone, but definitely I feel like it's a fresh start. Someone's on a fresh start here. So let me shut up for a minute and just pull a card for clarity. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Someone's had enough. Someone's had enough of a lifestyle. Literally looking themselves in the mirror and they don't like what they see. I don't know if you can relate to that, but there's been times in my life where I've looked in the mirror and I did not like who I was looking at. I didn't like that I had food addictions. I have an addictive personality in general. So I was one of those people, if I quit one addiction, then it seemed like another addiction would kick in. It usually was food. So I understand what it's like to look in the mirror and be like, I am not happy with what I see. I'm not happy with who I've become. This isn't me. And I feel this is an energy here where someone's taking a hard look at themselves. It's the Lovers, could be Gemini, could be a divine counterpart, you know, because I do have yin and yang, and I have, you know, it could be a divine counterpart. You know, if you've done a lot of work on yourself and you've ascended, your divine counterpart will automatically ascend because you're the same soul. So if you are ascending to a higher being, your divine counterpart automatically ascends. They don't know why, they just want to look themselves in the mirror and be honest. Because the soul grows and it goes together, not separate. You guys are in separate bodies, but your soul is going to ascend. So that's what this is so far. Someone's sort of taking a hard look at their life, realizing they got to clean up their act, realizing that they can't keep going down the road they've been traveling on. What's the roots? King of Swords, Aquarius. Maybe Aquarius has in return 8 of Cups reverse. You know, maybe Aquarius has, you guys have been really working hard on yourself. And if this is your divine counterpart, and it doesn't mean you have to be with them. It could mean that they want to return and be friends, or return and be like, hey, you know, I was sick for a while, you know. I know you would understand that as an Aquarian, but it's also a card of communication. This person comes forward and tells the truth. So the part of it is, but I really feel like maybe you've either been a mentor or a muse for somebody, okay? Or you're dealing with another Aquarius who's returning. But either way, someone's taking a good hard look at their life. And you're in that in some way. If it's not you, it could be you. Timelines are different, you know. This, I've already went through this energy for myself, but we're all in different timelines. This could be, you know, this could be somebody in your energy who is looking at you, and, you know, you're like a muse for them, and they want to do better, they want to be better. But if you're at that time of your life where you need a change and you don't like where your life is headed, then this could be you. It could be you looking at your life. Only take what resonates. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Jupiter. Sagittarius. We are in Sagittarius season, but it's reverse. It's like somebody saying, things aren't going well for me in this energy. I don't like waking up with a hangover. I don't like waking up and being grouchy with everyone who loves me because I'm fiending for some drug or something in my body. You know, I think we can all relate to that. When we withdraw and cut out something from our body and we go through withdrawal symptoms, you don't have to be doing drugs for that. You can cut out sugar and become like a monster the next day with no sugar. And I feel that someone's like saying, yeah, I really got to change this. I don't like who I've become. I don't like what I see. You know? Whoever this is for, it's really good energy, because that means someone is straightening, getting their life on track, straightening it up, looking at the hard facts of how they feel, and they don't like how they feel. They might be realizing they've been numbing pain, and that was kind of my situation. I had to realize a lot of my childhood issues was the reason why I was acting the way I was acting. That might be someone's story here. Emotions, the past, Pisces energy, also Cancer energy. Holding back their feelings, possibly keeping them to themselves. But on the bottom of the deck, it's awakening, and it's an Empress. And like I said, if you're a divine counterpart, if you are operating in the Yen energy, Yen being Empress here, and someone is now awakening because the Empress got on track, the Empress has come into her energy, her status, this other person, your divine counterpart, would start awakening and realizing something here. Like I said, it's the trumpet blows and they hear it and they get on board with it. They get their life, their act together. And I always like this card because she has a ring like me. We have the same ring. I like that. But that's what this is. So someone's in their emotions. And might someone be saying, well, you know, if Aquarius can do it, I can do it. If Aquarius can do it, I can do it. Or with Aquarius's help, I know I can do this. You know? So I love this energy. This is a great energy. This is really a good energy. It's not going to be easy for the person getting on track. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a challenging road, because it's almost like when you try to cut out something bad in your life, and you know you want, it's like they say, you know, the devil comes knocking. You know, it's like someone who tries to stop being a sex addict, they seem to see all these good looking people hitting on them. Or someone who tries to quit drinking, then this time of year is hard, going to Christmas parties and whatnot, or going to a family occasion or a get together, or even a restaurant where they serve alcohol. It's a challenge. So it's great because someone is deciding to turn their life around, but it's also going to be a challenge for that person. Give me a card for what crowns this. But I feel like someone's like, well, Aquarius can do it. Or I know Aquarius is good for me. Aquarius doesn't do those things. Aquarius is a good friend to have while I'm healing. I don't know. But it's also that person I feel who's in love. Because, you know, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. That is the theme song here. We have Two of Swords, and it's in the reverse. So I feel someone's made a decision. I feel someone's made a decision. We have the King of Wands reverse and the Star reverse. Star is Aquarius. Star can also talk about one's health. You know, an addict, their health will, you know, their immune system of an addict is not very good. They'll get sick all the time. Also, if they were a sex addict, sleeping around a lot, you know, they're, you know, they can get STDs, and their health can diminish that way. But the Star is Aquarius, but Aquarius is up right here. So I really want to delve in and see a little bit about more what the Star is about, and about this King of Wands here. Tell me about that. Is Leo energy. You can go Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we also have Sag energy here. We have some player energy right here. If it's that, we do have some deception, some sabotage here, and I do think that one thing led into another, sort of like drinking, partying, or whatever, led into reckless sex, which led into other things, possibly the health. I don't know. Definitely could have led into you and them not being together. All right, give me more clarity. All right, that's a lot, but I'll take it. This is a victory. This is almost like a graduation. Like, I feel like, you know, recognition for job well done, you know, and there's other people. So it kind of reminds me of like I said, like that AA group, or, you know, walking out of that, I want to say facility, but it's not a facility. It's where they help you, you know, you go and you get help. So, you know, it could even be like graduating a program for something like that, for addictions. So clarifying some of this, summing this up, is the Five of Cups. They haven't been really feeling good in the energy they've been in. And if they were doing it to numb, maybe actually drinking enhanced those feelings, because it can do that. And then we have the Four of Swords, healing. This is about healing, more about like taking that time out to heal. I feel somebody is really getting in touch with their inner child, to be honest, and they're saying, you know, this goes back to my childhood. You know, either I learned how to drink, or I learned this behavior, or something happened to me that was traumatic, and it's just very hard for me to focus and go about my normal daily life. And for me to function, I have to self-medicate, or I have to get involved with multiple people, or whatever. It's like, I'll just say it, it's, you know, kind of like, and maybe this ties in, you know, like the boyfriend that I said I went to the movies with to watch the movie Coming to America, always was cheating on me, okay? But his father, he learned it from his father. He was always cheating. His father was always cheating, and his father would go out and drink and party. And so he learned that whole lifestyle. Now, he didn't pick up the drinking and partying, but he picked up the cheating. And it can just be like that. It can be someone's realizing, I have to heal. It's not, because when you stop drinking or you stop drugging, then you have to deal with whatever these emotions come up that made you want to do it in the first place. And that's where this person's at. So this person might be trying to heal and get help, and they're like, dang, I'm thinking about this happened years ago. And they're coming to some sort of realization that it's the past. The past hasn't been healed yet. But I do see a lot of success in getting on track here. I see them healing things with you. Three of Swords is in the reverse. This is, again, this is my, now I have my Twin Flame cards out. I have an Empress. I don't have an Emperor, but the Emperor is the one who drives the chariot. I have the Lovers, and I have the Four of Wands. Now for me, because I end up dealing a lot with Twin Flames, these cards come up a lot for me. And I have the Hierophant, and this is getting back on track, getting back on the spiritual path, learning the lesson. That's how I'm taking it. All right, that's how I'm taking it. This person is ascending because you've ascended in some sort of way. So they are healing, whoever this is. It looks like, because it looks like Aquarius is in the upright. It looks like either you not being in their energy has helped them, or because you've ascended on your own and you walked away, it's helped them. And maybe they've had a few tower moments, and maybe they had to do with health or how they're looking at themselves. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's working. It's working because they're changing their life for the better. All right, give me a card here for the future. I really like this reading. And if anyone's going through this, watch comedy. Watch comedy, things that make you laugh. Because comedy, it's been proven, it releases a lot of endorphins and dopamine into the brain. And a lot of people who get hooked on drugs, their body gets used to the dopamine feed, and their bodies don't make the dopamine anymore. So comedy is a natural way to bring dopamine into the brain, into the feel-good receptors part of the brain. So I would definitely say, if anyone's dealing with addictions, watch comedy. Everything that makes you laugh. I don't care what it is. Watch it. Three of Cups reversed. If there was someone drinking and partying, that's in the reverse. If there was a karmic in the way, you know, a third person who they was with or you were with, that person could be out here in the future. And this is another thing I learned about karmic relationships for myself. When you're in a karmic relationship, they feed your addictions. A karmic will feed your addictions to control you. So for whoever needs to hear that, tell me about the Three of Cups reverse. The Emperor. So the Empress is in the upright. Aquarius is in the upright. If you are an Aquarius, yin energy, if you identify as divine feminine, which we should all have a balance of our feminine and our masculinity. We should have a balance. But if you identify with the yin, this is the yang who's not doing so well. This would be your divine counterpart, your Emperor. Four of Cups, and a lot about drinking. This person drinking and reversing it as well. So this person is really trying to get healthy and well. I don't care if they were what they were addicted to, or if they were physically sick, but it seems that it's a lot about addictions over here. They're getting healthy and well. And they are having a third party, and they're somewhere in their home environment. Four of Wands reverse and this Five of Swords. They do have someone in their environment who is like, they play mind games with them. They keep them from ascending, or they try to. But if this is your divine counterpart, Aquarius, and you are operating as the yin energy, all you ever have to do is focus on your ascension. All right, if you're talking about your twin flame, you just focus on that, because this is you in another body, and you would want to help yourself out, right? Because this is your soul stuck with a karmic type of energy that is keeping the other part of your soul from trying to heal and to grow. You can't step in their physical world and help them. All you can do is ascend yourself to the highest that you can ascend yourself, and that will help them, which is you, automatically. And they will automatically raise their frequency and get out of the type of frequency of people who abuse them and mistreat them. All right, so I just want you to know that you can help them without literally physically being there. All right, so give me a card for this future. But we do have the Emperor. That is Aries, but it does not have to be an Aries. That is your divine counterpart. My divine counterpart is not an Aries. Your divine counterpart can be any sign. Tell me about that. Page of Cups. I feel this person could have some Pisces in their chart, but there's a High Priestess here, Pisces, Virgo energy, Six of Swords, reversed, stuck with a Queen of Swords. This is that karmic. They were stuck with someone who was definitely playing mind games, definitely an emotional manipulator for sure, whoever that was. And that person probably offered them things that were bad for them, kept them on a low vibration. But I feel that you may hear from this person. I feel they may reach out. I feel they're going to be feeling better. Because that Page of Cups can be a very nice conversation. You know? I feel this person looks clean. This person looks like they've been on a journey here. All right? But when this person comes around, I wouldn't offer them drinks. I wouldn't offer them to go out for drinks or any of that stuff. If you know that this is your person, I wouldn't do that. All right, what is the self position? Yeah, Queen of Wands is out. Karmic is out. That's Aries energy, but it's fire energy. But for me, I read energy. It's a karmic. Karmic is out. Could be a literal Aries is out, but definitely karmic is out. Give me another card for that. I feel this person has cleaned up their life because of you, because you are here in the root. And if this is you who have done a lot with your life, Aquarius, and you've ascended, this person, and if they are your twin flame, you are the reason, because it's like you've helped yourself. I have both of my karmic cards here. the karmic card and the devil define the karmic card. Now, you know, we have Capricorn, Aries energy right there, but it could be literally, that's for me is the karmic energy. And the karmic energy is out. But this karmic energy was a mind player, a trickster, a person who was keeping this person in addiction. Not no more. They would have to move away from this energy too to be successful, obviously. Give me something for the environment. Nine of Pentacles reverse and Ten of Swords reverse. There could be a betrayal here. Something that happened to them as a wake-up call very quickly. You know, if this person had a loss, a material loss, because I have the Four of Pentacles reverse, I have the Nine of Pentacles reverse, I have the Knight of Swords, which is fast, the Tower in reverse, which could mean it happened already, and the Five of Cups reverse. They're trying to recover. This could be someone who is saying, look, I've wasted a lot of money and time into drinking, wasted my money. Or this could be someone who this karmic could have left with money, because this karmic could have kept them in that low vibration. And like, it's like, it reminds me of like my dad. He had a great job, and every payday, because back then we didn't have direct deposit when I was a kid, somebody would rob him if he went to the bar, you know, because he was an alcoholic. And he would get his check, he would go to the bar, and he'd come home like his money was gone. This is like if this person was drinking or partying and passed out, and then this other person kind of took stuff from them, got their information, you know, their bank card or their social security or their actual money or access to it. Someone could have stolen from them, and it could have been a wake-up call where someone's like, you know, because bad news, you know, someone got bad news here, and I haven't had anything to really relate to this card except for this. If they had a financial loss, or whoever here had a financial loss because somebody was numbing themselves and then the other person took advantage and they robbed them, that could also be, that could be a thing here. Give me a card for that. Ten of Swords. Look, it's come out twice. Sorry if I bumped the camera. Ten of Swords and Ten of Swords reverse. Now, this could also be because I'm hearing that song play in my head, because I get different messages. You guys know how I get different messages. I'm hearing that song, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. And this could be that person, if they neglected you in some way because they had this negative lifestyle. This could be them not wanting to be alone and be single. Like if this was a person who wanted to be single, be free, and just party and whatever, this could be them realizing now that they're gaining sobriety, saying, wow, I did Aquarius wrong and I would like another chance, because this is also like my second chance card. So this could be that person wanting a second chance with you. So take that message how it resonates for you. They could have had a loss of money from a karmic, or they could literally just want to have a second chance with you. All right. They don't want to be inconsistent anymore. The hope and the fear. Wow, this is pretty quick energy. Gemini energy. Fast and blunt. But we'll see why. Tell me about that Knight of Swords. What is that Knight of Swords trying to say to us? Six of Swords reverse. This could be that person getting angry at the karmic. You know, this could be that person who, you know, it's in a hope and fear position. But I feel like this is a person who's arguing with someone, saying, "You kept me stuck. You kept me stuck." I just feel like someone's saying, you kept me stuck. Yeah. Tell me about this. Give me a card for that. Give me a card for that Six of Swords. Page of Swords. I feel like someone's saying you knew better. you know, because this Page of Swords knew, but they watched. So this is like if they were living with a karmic, or if they were dealing with another person that stole from them. It's like going to the person and saying, you know what, you knew better. You knew. And they could be a Gemini, because they could have Gemini in their chart, because both of these cards are Gemini. Give me another card for that Knight of Swords. The Death. Scorpio. Eight of Wands reverse, and the Queen of Swords reverse. So this is them saying something to the karmic. And it could have happened in Scorpio season, which just happened, or they could have said something to a Scorpio, but it doesn't matter. It's an ending. It's death. It's Eight of Wands reverse and the Queen of Swords reverse. And this is somebody saying, you knew, you kept me stuck, and you didn't say anything. So it's someone who gets angry about something. They know something, and they're angry, and they confront the person. They confront the person. And whoever it is, it's a Ten of Cups in the reverse now. You know? We have three people here, and it's almost like a spectator over here, and someone's walked away, and it's like someone's confronting them saying, you knew. So I don't know what that is. But anyway, let's just see how this is going to end, because, you know, ultimately this is, you know, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. But what's happened here in this story is a reason. Is a reason for maybe why you and this person haven't been together. And, you know, you'll know if it's you. You'll know if this is your situation. How's this energy unfolding for Aquarius and this other person? How's the energy unfolding? Aquarius. Well, I have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. After a release, okay, and they're happy. So I don't know if they go through some sort of release, but I have a Ten of Cups and I have an Ace of Pentacles. So that is a new beginning. This is highly backed up by the universe now. They're going to release. I don't know if they literally have to get released, okay, from someplace, but it's a Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun. It's beautiful energy, and it's also starting to work on finances. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, or working on their relationship with you, or whatever it is. But it's a lot of happiness. Now, when I see the King of Pentacles come out in the reverse, I'm getting a few messages with that, and I'm getting the Hangman here, which is Pisces energy. Because like I said, the bottom of the deck is great. The bottom of the deck is Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. So it's not about, it's more about this person's finances, or they're going to be going from king status to emperor status, because they were emperor in reverse. But I feel they've had a loss of money. I feel they've had a loss of something because of a karmic situation. So, you know, I don't know. They're coming back, okay? And this is you and them. Anyway, a great friendship. Because it's either can be, I feel like it's going to be up to you. It's going to be like, Aquarius, do you want the Ten of Cups with me? You know, do you want to live with me? You want to build a life with me? But if not, I'm okay. We can just be friends. Either way, it's a brand new relationship. You know, I got Leo energy here, but it's a lot of happiness. All right? So I think it's a connection that will make you happy. Now, tell me about that Hangman. Or maybe they didn't have enough finances or stability to come in, because this is time. This Hangman is time. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. And this Queen of Pentacles is literally holding the pentacle over the head. It's a card of Capricorn. It can be Taurus or Virgo, but it's literally, they might have spent too much time and an energy with this person. And she is holding the coin, and with all this loss of coin, I feel like someone took them for something. I heard took them for a ride. That's what I just heard in my mind. So tell me about that King of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Cups. So this is someone who loved money and not them. Loved money and not them. And you know, this is a person who is returning to you. All right, there's more about love of money than love itself. So they were dealing with a person, literally, like I said, who loved money, and they didn't love love. Love wasn't important. Money was important. And got Ace of Pentacles reversed and Strength card. They knew that wasn't going to go nowhere, like they knew. Pisces again, moon. They could have Pisces in their moon, Cancer or whatever in the moon sign, but Strength reverse is Leo, but it's also lack of strength, and it's Ace of Pentacles. This person knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. This person realized that it wasn't going to go anywhere, but maybe there was some other situation that held them to that person. Seven of Pentacles. There was some other situation that held them with that person. I don't know if it was because they thought they made money together, or they were, or if there was a kid involved or something, or they someone that they wanted to have kids with. I don't know. That's not for everyone, because a lot of older people watch me. So, but anyway, they're coming back. They may have had a loss, okay, a substantial loss when they return, because they were dealing with people over money, who liked money more than love, and that person was also keeping them in a loop of, you know, offering them and keeping them addicted and keeping them blind to a lot of things. So I like that this person's cleaning up their energy. Like I said, it won't be easy. It never is easy to come out of that, but I'm hopeful for the person. It can happen. I'm living proof, and there's a lot of people out here living proof it can happen. All right. Closing card, and it landed literally here on this Queen of Pentacles, Ghostlands, and it's 17. It looks very cold and icy, and I believe this Queen of Pentacles is also this Queen of Swords person. But it came out in reverse, so let's see card number 17. I'll hold it in the upright so you can see it. It says Ghostlands in the reverse. When the Ghostlands card appears reversed, it's a sign that you're wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which is already gone or hasn't happened yet. Perhaps you created a fantasy of the good old days, or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with the truth. Stay away from the ghostlands of the past and the future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. So I feel definitely when it says live one day at a time, I relate that to people who are trying to live their life to their fullest and have a life of sobriety. You have to live one day at a time, because emotions can trigger things. And when it talks about there's no point of longing for which that is already gone, this person they were dealing with could have took their money and ran or something like that. And it's no use for that person to sit there and think about that. And it talks about what this person, it says a sign that you're wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. And that would be this person wanting more about money than love. So there's some sort of awakening to that. And that person is going to return to you, because I see Aquarius in the upright. So anyways, my friends, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'll see you in your next reading. Namaste, my friends.